Wanderers, welcome to the Wandering Dutchman podcast.
The Wandering Dutchman podcast.
Where none of us are Dutch, but we all live in Holland, Indiana. Join us where we talk about what we all wonder about. This is the Wandering Dutchman podcast coming to you from Smoker's Lounge.
The Wandering Dutchman. Yeah, yeah. The Wandering Dutchman. Yeah, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Wandering Dutchman podcast coming to you from Smoker's Lounge. Thank you for joining us, letting us invade your ear holes.
Yeah.
Or if you're watching us. A lot of people like watching us for some reason.
Mm-hmm. I think we're an interesting watch.
You think so?
Yeah.
I like the confidence in it. We are happy you have joined us on this Friday morning. We hope everything's going well, that the the sun is upon your face, the wind is
At your
back, and you slid down the banister this morning and did not get a splinter where you don't want one.
Woke up pissed excellence.
I don't know. That morning piss sometimes is scary.
I usually go outside.
Every morning?
Mm-hmm.
I love pissing outside.
Or sit down and pee.
It's the best thing ever.
Does that
No.
make me gay for sitting? If I say I sit down and pee
In the morning?
in the morning?
I don't think that alone will make somebody gay. I mean, it definitely takes away from your manly
Masculinity.
level. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you enjoy sitting down to pee in the morning?
Because I usually have to shit too.
Oh, well, that's a 1-2
No,
skidoo combo.
Yeah, that's not just sitting down to pee.
Not all pee-pee times are poo-poo times,
No, I do. Like I
but
said, I
all
will.
poo-poo times are pee-pee times.
I won't say all the time, but a heavy half. I stand up and piss afterwards, or before, but I don't
Wait a minute.
pissing while.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
You're telling me you will sit down to poop, David Allen Smoker, and then once you get done wiping knuckle deep all the way into that tuckus of yours, you will stand up and pee?
heavy half is what he said.
Well,
Like-
I mean, you got to flush everything down. You don't want piss splattering off your...
This is coming from the same guy that says he doesn't piss in the shower. It says if he's all sudsed up and he's got to go pee, he'll rinse off, get out and pee, and then get back in the shower.
You ever had to tackle one of them hair plugs out of the drains there?
Yeah, like once or two
piss.
times a week.
Covered in piss.
Dave, the
And-
water runs over it with soapy water.
It's my piss,
Yeah, it's not like you're doing it at the
It's
local.
your whole family's piss.
and that's okay.
Who else showers in your
Now,
shower?
if you're going to a truck stop and you're fucking knuckle banging the drain to get that Wookiee out of there, yeah, that's fucking sick. Okay, that's gross. That's how you wind up with hepatitis. Okay, but if I have to dig my wife's hairball out of the drain to get that baby to flow better, that's fine. But I'm still going to pee in the shower, 100%, without a doubt.
You've never peed in the shower.
We had this conversation once before.
A
and
long
I
time ago,
tried
and
to
we
piss in the shower.
still came to the conclusion that you, my friend, are
a
a
serial
fucking serial killer.
Like I tried.
You are the most
And I
autistic
just
human being
couldn't.
I've ever met.
He's not the most. I've met a few more than.
But I could not turn it on. Like I couldn't bring myself to do it. It just weirded me out.
You are fucking weird.
I'm gonna
okay.
let you guys in on a little secret. There may be some times where, like, if I just got done cleaning the toilet, I'll just straight up pee in the shower and give her a little rinsey rinse.
Yeah. You ever piss in the sink?
No, I'll go outside before that.
Okay. I mean, I haven't either. I'm just asking.
How about if Dave's sink, you might need a chair to stand on to pee over there in that one, but
Yeah, probably.
you could let it fly.
I need to get the urinal plumbed up.
Yeah, you do.
This is just a wild.
Start.
Yeah.
Coming in hot.
Well, it's good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good.
Set the tone.
Well,
Did we ever take a poll? How many of you guys pee in the shower? Like, it's not just me.
Everyone besides you, David.
I
Everyone.
don't believe that.
you want to know what the first thing my 3 and 5-year-old do when I turn the water on? the shower?
Pee.
Pee.
Because the water hits you and you have to pee.
Maybe you've got bladder prostate issues. When was the last time you had your prostate checked?
When they started me on
Jenna does, yeah.
the tetanus, not tetanus, the testosterone, they did a PSA blood draw.
Tetanus.
I love how you just slid in there that Jenna checks his prostate.
Yeah.
Would you let Jenna milk your prostate,
Oh,
Dave?
yeah. Fish hook. They say if you do that, it feels like your jism's coming out of your toes.
I don't know that would be. Is that a good thing or
Yeah.
a bad thing?
Toe curling experience.
Yeah, like
Dave.
a real hard O.
I feel like it'd be terrible for your socks.
Keep your nails trimmed up. Don't get no holes in them.
I think there's some of those horror stories of people that go to get like a digital prostate.
I'm sure there's
exam
a lot of horror stories when it comes to prostate milking.
that when
The
it,
digital process. Oh, what?
when you go to get your prostate digitally examined by the finger, you hope.
Digitally or manual? Oh, digit. Like your finger.
Yeah.
Okay.
God, you guys are
I thought
fucking
you meant
idiots.
I meant like, what
digitally.
the hell? Like they got some kind of fucking robot that's going up my asshole or what?
But they say that sometimes you should take an extra pair of trousers because you may accidentally.
Get off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be awful.
Could you imagine that?
Good grief.
Like, hey, we got to check your prostate. Oh yeah, sure.
Now, does that make you gay? Huh? No, that would be a poll.
sure. Can't help you.
That probably would make it.
Well, if you make that face, instead of like,
doctor-
sorry.
The doctor's like, what in the hell? Especially if it was a male doctor.
You ever juiced any oranges lately?
No, I just usually eat them by the slice. Now, we did do a flavor comparison the other day at a traditional naval, and then the warden bought a bag of do you say cara cara or are they cara cara? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Cara Cara is the name of the porn manufacturing company from Sons of Anarchy.
Porn?
She was in there making the porn movies.
Oh, no, I'm talking about the oranges. It's so like a traditional navel has got obviously like an orange flesh. Now the cara caras or cara cara, however you say it, it's more of like it almost looks like grapefruit. Like it's kind of a pinky reddish.
We don't even buy regular oranges anymore.
We do.
What do
Jenna
you like,
just-
cuties?
We buy the halos, the little mandarin oranges or whatever they are.
Now, I'm switching gears back to what I was originally talking about.
Okay.
But not. So on the TikTok train again. And I say TikTok, could have been Facebook Reels. I don't know. But it was a compilation video
Bet you like them.
Yeah.
of folks coming out of their colonoscopies.
Farting.
Is that a really?
It's a real
Well,
thing.
100% they fill you with gas.
I can't never get a colonoscopy. I don't
Yeah,
think
you
I.
need
Fucking
to.
better, David.
I don't know that I could bring myself to fart in front of strangers.
You're not,
Can't help it.
Dave, and you're out of it anyways.
You think for 1 minute that a post-procedure glamour shot nurse has never heard of a patient fart?
You think they're back here at the nurse's station? Hey,
Oh my God.
can you believe
Did
he
you hear
farted?
that?
Oh my God.
Oh my God! Did you
just-
hear old trumpet ass in there? You know what? No, good God, David. They don't stink. It's not like the turd buffer. It's just it's gas that they pump in there to open your colon up to where that camera can get through there better.
Gotta get those shots.
What kind of gas do they use?
Well, I don't know. Carbon dioxide?
No,
I don't
why
have a
would they
clue.
pump you full of carbon dioxide?
What do they use? Yeah,
Probably good old
Oxygen.
O2.
yeah. Nitrous.
No, two's pretty flammable. That'd be a bad deal. Somebody brought an open flame too close and blowed your guts
Oh,
up from
yeah.
the inside.
Well,
out.
So when
God-
the old
thank
poop
God-
doctor puts his cigarette down before he gets pumping full gas.
Thank God they don't got the fucking oil lamp running in the recovery room, for the light in there. It's not the fucking 16th century here, Grandpa.
It's funny. It's
Trail.
funny you bring that
the
up.
Oregon Trail.
It's funny you bring that up because for some reason, I had a TikTok come across where they were talking about sanitizing said probe that goes up through. So I don't know why. I think it was because my older brother turned 45, and so he'd get his first round of glamour shots.
Yeah.
Which I'm intrigued about, just because obviously we share the same genetic material from mother and father. Not the same, but
Yeah.
the same genetics that
You're cut from the same cloth.
what his would look like.
3 out of the 4 grandparents that I have had, excuse me, they've all passed on, but 3 out of the 4 grandparents were diagnosed with colon cancer.
What?
CO2.
Nailed it.
You got to do what you got to do, but so
Some
they
offer laughing gas.
Up your ass?
Oh,
You think that would?
the old brown eye really got some funny
I was
stories after
going to
that.
say, you think that would affect
boofing
the
the goddamn.
boofing? That's funny. We just said that last night. What were we talking about?
I
Boofing.
don't know, but your voice is texting.
That's fine.
I don't know. You said something about me boofing something.
Yeah, keister and some shit.
I don't know how people keister stuff. Like large amounts of drugs.
No, it's not usually large amounts. It's small. It's copious amounts of small amounts. Does that make sense? Like
Yeah, it
they
does.
put heroin in balloons or whatever, like in small balloons, and then
It's
they
just in the movies.
jam their ass full of them.
Now, there was a fella at VU. He was like 39 when I was a freshman down there, and it was his first year of college.
Oh, okay, yeah, late bloomer.
Took 25 years to get through high school.
And he could have been full of shit, but he apparently spent the previous few years living with the bridge people down
Oh,
in Florida.
okay.
And he said that that's how they drink the beers because they couldn't get many. So they'd shake that beer up,
Boof them.
shotgun it
The
up
old
their
butt
teeth.
chug.
The old butt chug. Yeah.
Usually you hear about that in like hazing incidents where they do the old butt chug. Because in theory, it's the same thought there. I mean, you're just,
mainlining it,
yeah,
fast tracking.
yeah.
'Cause that's a.
Oh,
Dre
that's
boy.
Dre.
Oh, well, he's fine.
Yes, he wants outside there.
Why is Dre wearing a bandana?
He went to the,
The
groomer the
groomer.
other day, and they always
send
pretty
you
him up.
home. If you
Yeah, at
didn't
least
have
he's very polite when he's
bougie
trying
ass.
to be.
dogs,
Why do you send Dre to the groomer? He lives outside.
Oh, he doesn't. He sleeps in my bed almost every night.
You were just critical of
woof.
Critical of what? That was
No, that
him.
was you. Yeah. Anti-dog lover. You hate dogs, don't you?
Me?
Yeah.
No, my wife does.
My wife does.
She won't let Gus in the bed.
Yeah, because Gus gets into mangy ass shit.
No, he does not.
Gus eats trash? Oh. So you old trash
You
panda.
name me a dog in this world that if the opportunity was given, they wouldn't go into a bag of trash.
Now that little one over there, she's a trash seeking out some bitch right
Me,
there.
yeah.
Her
Old
breath.
Dixie girl. That's tough over there, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is tough.
All right.
So anything else we got on our minds?
No, nothing. Same
Other
as
than
last
these
week.
headsets and my hair,
Is that a personal attack?
I just realized as I said it, it could have been come off as insensitive.
I forget. I think it was one of my children asked, Dad, why don't you have any hair? And it was one of the boys. It was Ryan. I was like, well, listen here, pal. When you turn 18 or 19, God willing, you hope you don't start having that spot start to appear at the top of your head. But there's a good possibility you will. And,
Exactly.
it's going to happen.
Baldy locks.
Yeah.
Baldy locks.
Yeah, same with me. I don't really have anything prolific. Probably about the same thing as last week. But
You mean an hour ago?
yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
I don't have. You guys are headed to the island soon, right?
Coming up real close.
Punta Cana. No, St. Lucia. Yeah.
Now,
Just a short stone's
We're gonna
throw
get
away
back.
from Venezuela.
in that week we get back, we got to go pick up the beef to hang in Love's trailer. And then that weekend, we're back for 1 week, so we get a week reprise, and then
Reprieve.
reprieve, and then butchering starts.
So what's the actual date on that?
So we got 6 hogs to do, and that's going to be on Un momento, por favor.
They want to move it. They're going to move
They
it.
did move it. That's the wrong way. February. Pardon me. So we will now butcher on the hogs on the 21st. Then beef is still going to be on the 28th of February.
Yikes.
And then
I thought you guys butchered during the week last time.
now,
Killed them, probably.
shortly after, that was on a Friday, sometime after that mumbo jumbo, shortly thereafter we're done butchering. Our three families, well, us and our wives, have to head back to St. Henry. So I'm pretty excited about that. That was a real good time last year.
That was the only downfall that we have is we'll have to draw straws for who's going to drive because my wife is no longer pregnant.
I feel like we could probably get...
Justine has to work. So,
She's just going to come pick us up.
no. Yeah. But, I mean, whatever she wants to do, I guess.
We might be able to talk oldest smoker boy into... I feel like we didn't get out of there too late last year, because didn't we go somewhere afterwards?
No,
I went home.
it was straight to home.
That was just...
Because I remember.
You rode with Loves. No, Loves rode with you.
Yeah. Because Justin wanted to stop at Denny's, and Caitlin gave the mom voice of absolutely not. We are not going in there. And then he passed out.
Classic.
That's where I scraped the shit out of my shin.
Oh, yeah. I did some singing.
Yeah.
I'm excited. It's going to be a real busy end of winter into the springtime situation.
Yeah, and then there's turn 39.
Crazy, man.
That's
You're getting old.
yeah.
I'll be 42 this year.
Because Janelle asked me, because she's already starting to plan when I turn 40. She's like, do you want to party? I was like, I don't have that many friends. So
Probably not.
So no, because we've talked about going all exclusive.
You want us to throw a surprise party with a taco bar at the Legion?
No, it's already been done.
Oh, okay.
You want to have it at the lounge?
No, my graduation party is going to be at the lounge.
That's right.
Yeah.
Can we have bounce houses?
Yeah, we call our buddy Justin Reed up.
Okay.
Topless drink servers in the bounce houses. You're bringing your kids, I guess. Yeah.
Well, not necessarily. We could have a kid part and a non-kid part.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to find topless servers anyway. That's just on the list of stuff for one of these parties.
We have to do topless service when it's warm enough to have the doors open.
When's your
So people
graduation?
can, so
It'd
people
be May.
see people can see
May,
us on the
summer?
highway.
It'd be early May. I think like May 1 I'm done.
Oof.
That's why this is that stretch where I said if I can get through to June when baseball gets over and
mother
school's done.
trucker.
Go ahead.
Nope. I've got some continuing education, nothing like what you're doing, but that's due up in March.
Yeah, you better get that done.
Yeah, they recommend 100 hours of study time before
Oh, you have an actual exam for your stuff?
for my certification, yeah.
Oh.
And it's all a money grab. These silly sons of silly Sallies. It used to be once you got this, it was a perpetual certificate. Like, it just went forever.
Yeah, you just do your continuing education.
Yeah. So now, though, you've got to recertify, or you can take one of 15 other courses for other certification that are like $8,000 a piece.
Whew.
And I was like, so if I wanted to do the, project management one, how does that let you know that because I asked about the research. Well, the curriculum changes. Okay. So then how does it work if I take a completely unrelated course? How do you know that I am?
Still certified to do what you're certified
Well,
to
that
do.
just shows that you've definitely got an interest in your education. So that gives us what we need to know that you're staying up on top of things. And it's just all a money grab.
Yeah, that's
It's like a 3-year certificate. So you can take the test for $150, or you can just take another one of their courses for $8,000 for 12 weeks, and
Yeah.
then you're automatically recertified.
so does the company pay for your stuff?
They paid for the first one when I did the course original. Like once I got to pay it up front, and then once it passed, there's like a reimbursement.
See, that's the nice thing with ours. Like not for like my legal stuff, but for like what I'm getting right now, they actually front the money.
Oh, nice.
And then if you don't get a C or higher,
You owe them.
You'll pay for the course.
C's get degrees.
I mean, dude, I was disgruntled that I was going to get a B+ last semester. Like that's not even an option.
Yeah. You got high standards. Good for you.
Oh, why does that feel like a personal attack at me?
Good for you.
I don't know. There's not a master's program in asphalt shoveling.
Should be.
Yeah, you're right.
You're not shoveling asphalt right now.
Fuck no, I'm not. Too cold
I mean, you got a little bit of reprieve.
from asphalt. Just double down on concrete.
Can you really pour concrete when it's this cold?
Yeah, you can.
It's ill-advised.
We do.
Ill-advised? The first street concrete didn't last very long before it started cracking.
No, it was 8 hours later.
That's tough. That is tough.
2 types of concrete in this world.
Go ahead.
Concrete that's cracked
Uh-huh.
and concrete that ain't cracked yet.
Oh. That's pretty deep.
It all does. So, anyway, let's get into it. What do you think?
Well, you lead us off, so what are you wondering about?
Dermestid Beetles.
Out.
So going back to this new finagled hobby I've got, been watching some YouTubes and some things, and which I kind of got the wind taken out of my sails today on this whole deal. But with trapping, you can, you have the opportunity, depending on your skill set and what you, I guess, how many traps you want to buy and how big your line is and how much time you want to put into it. But you could stockpile quite the load of critters, i.e. raccoons around here, beavers, fox, otter, skunks, possums, coyotes, mink, just all of them, And obviously the fur trade is something it's a tough market, you know what I mean? We've talked about it a little bit, like the fur prices are definitely not what they used to be, which is probably a big reason why a lot of people just don't do it anymore, because of the amount of work that you have to put into for not much of a, lucrative reward at the end of the day.
So let me ask a question. Not to get away from your beetles.
Okay.
So if the fur prices are so low,
Right.
but there's less people that do trapping now, wouldn't the basic principles of economics say the price of fur should go up?
Yeah, I don't know how to answer that because I'm not in the fur market, but
I would say that we probably just right-size the supply to the demand now, because with all the synthetic materials that are out there, I'd say there's just not a large demand.
so I do know the garment, like the garment fur, a lot of the so certain furs like beavers and stuff like the ones that have like heavier fur, like beavers and stuff, like otters, and some states, like northern states, the raccoons, they've got a thicker hide and stuff. Like for the garment fur, a lot of them are being deal with exporters, I guess is what I've learned today, that like they send a lot of those overseas for the garment, the garment world. But then other fur, like they'll stay local, for other folks to, to make their own garments and things around here. But anyway, yeah, like I think the synthetic fur is a big killer to like the actual natural fur market, because why would you pay let's just say for conversation's sake, why would you pay $40 for a beaver fur whenever you could pay $5 for a for a bundle of fake shit? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it makes sense.
And the average Joe is not going to go out and spend $500 on a
Mink jacket.
like on an actual mink. You know what I mean? Like a real mink or a foxtail or something like that's like actual real fur. So, but anyway, I think that's probably why, and it's very labor intensive. Because with the, you got to set your traps, you got to check your traps, you got to dispatch your animal, you got to skin your animal, you got to flesh your animal, you got to dry it, you got to stretch it, you got to tan it, you got to take it to the fur buyer, you got to sell it. You know what I mean? Like it's a pretty big deal, I guess.
It's a lot. Yeah.
With that being said, after the fur is gone, you still got your carcass left over, and these Dermestid Beetles, basically they're just flesh-eating beetles. They eat skin, meat. You take a skull of the critter that you catch, you put the skull in their enclosure, and within a day or so, or however long it takes, you will pull out a completely unfleshed skull. And I'm not going to do it, but like there for a while before a lot of folks had these beetles, they were selling these skulls to like for science. So like schools, museums, like they were basically buying these skulls for science, to study them and look at their teeth and the different plates and their the way the skulls are But I think it would be neat to have a colony of these beetles for deer skulls. Yeah, like for European mounts and things like that. I think it'd be really cool to just, once again, because I've got so much time, I could just take in folks like just that want a European mount on, their bucks or does or whatever they want, or a coyote or literally anything. And just, feed my beetles with them. I think it'd be neat. I think
What if they get out and into your house?
Well,
Your
you don't
family?
put them in their house, You don't put them in your house.
Well, I think Dave's saying, what if there's a jailbreak?
Well, I don't think you put them anywhere that they would. And I don't know. You're underestimating the size of these beetles. Like they are.
Well, I imagine they work in numbers. It's not what one singular one could do.
Right. So like this is like for 1,000 beetles, 224 of which are actually adult beetles.
Who do you think goes through and counts all those?
Fucking the people that sell them, I guess. 2,000 beetles or 400 adults. Like you're looking at, like this looks to be like in a container, like smaller than a shoebox. You know what I mean? You got 2,000.
Now, do they breed once you get them?
I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea.
So what spurned this to, bring it to the people?
Just something that's interesting in that whole vein, like that whole trapping and taxidermy and fur preservation. And
So what's the cost?
$55 for a starter kit. You can get 300 live adult beetles, larvae, and pupae. We guarantee a minimum of 50 adults, which are necessary to begin new colonies. So plenty of bedding material.
Breeding material.
Breeding
Little
material.
beetle porn.
Yeah, and 2 pages of instructions on how to construct and maintain your colony. That'll get you, $55 and $12.50 shipping, or you can do the 2 super kit, 2,000 bugs, the whole works, and or you can do the big dog, which will get you $230. But yeah, I don't know. When not cleaning skulls, it's important to feed your beetle colony on a regular diet of raw meat. We recommend feeding weekly to encourage reproduction and colony maintenance. As you gear up for your next skull project, you want to increase the feeding frequency. Do this roughly a month before you introduce a new skull. It's also important to maintain the temperature of 75 to 85 degrees for optimal activity. So, I don't know. It's just interesting. You know what I mean? I don't know anybody around here that has them. I think that they used to do, there was a company or a little outfit that's in Warwick County, I believe, that used to have a colony that would do a lot of European mounts for a specific taxidermist down in that area, but I don't know if they have them anymore.
I thought you could also bury, like if you're going to do a European mount, bury it in the ground.
You can.
And then it
Boil
naturally,
it, pressure wash it.
yeah.
So I've done that too. I've buried one before.
So how long does it take these beetles to work?
I don't know. Like I said, I'm not really don't have a lot of facts on this thing here. But right here. It says, the more beetles, the faster we clean. We offer various colony sizes to fit your project timeline. Let us know your desired time frame, and we'll suggest the ideal beetle count.
Yeah, so realistically, the starter kits there really could turn into more than that because you need about a bathtub full of these guys. And you said you had a shoebox worth.
Well, yeah, 2,000. I feel like that's a pretty substantial amount of them. You know what I mean? But
So if you just you shoot a squirrel and just throw it in there,
no, you
fuzz and all.
No, you got to skin it.
You have to?
100%, yeah, because they don't eat hair.
Oh.
They just eat flesh. Yeah.
That'd be kind of a neat little skeleton. You
Yeah.
think the skeleton stays intact?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I think it would.
No. Little chipmunks and
Coons.
Hey, you know that whole conversation about a serial killer? This is where it goes, too. Hey, Dave, what's this shoebox full of? Don't look in there.
That's my beetle colony.
Plus, you got to keep them 75 to 80 degrees. That's insane.
Yeah, heat lamps and all kinds of jazz, yeah. That'd be pretty tough in the wintertime, especially on fucking Center Point.
It'd be expensive.
Yeah.
I need to figure out my free electric generator.
Solar panels.
Well, I mean, that's one way. You gotta I got an Amazon cart list for my whole home generator.
good Lord.
Nikola Tesla over here. But yeah, no, I don't know. It's just kind of a weird thing that I was Googling earlier. I actually just thought there again that the TikToker that I've been following, he's very informational for like.
Does he have some of these beetles?
Yeah. He for like a rookie trapper, I guess I would consider myself definitely a rookie trapper because I've only owned traps for like a month.
You've done a hell of a job, though.
And I've had some success, which I hope it's not like beginner's luck. I hope I can kind of maintain it, which is pretty neat. Like I get a good kick out of it. The kids enjoy going out. It gets us outside in the wintertime. I mean, like this morning when we were running the line, it was fucking cold. I'll definitely say that. But like you asked earlier, I do believe the cold weather it's definitely increased my catches. It seems like I get more catches when it's cold as of late, as far as that. But there again, I don't water trap. I don't do any water trapping at all.
That'd be miserable.
I mean, but that's where the money is.
The water trapping?
Yes, 100%. Beavers.
Well, because of the heavier coat.
Yeah, beavers is where it's at. But I don't have any opportunity to do that. I don't have any really access to it. Like I don't own any swamps or marshes or any kind of moving rivers or anything like that, within that will fit into my timeline,
Yep,
So
be tough.
Going out behind the house and checking a trap with a coyote in it's a lot easier than driving somewhere to slop through the mud and set a beaver trap. But I don't know, this guy his YouTube channel and his TikTok and all that stuff, it's very informational. Like I learned a lot just by watching a lot of that stuff on the internet. And he does have his own colony in an old deep freeze. he just took an old deep freeze and made like cut a porthole in the lid for air and stuff, and then he's got it all insulated and some heat lamps and some stuff like that, humidity controls and all that jazz, But yeah, he does the same thing. Like they sell beaver skulls and coyotes and all that stuff for whatever, paperweights or whatever you'd want to use it for. But I mean, I don't know. It's just once again, it's just another one of those.
Who would have thought of it?
Yeah, like that, or you don't want to say like a taboo market, but you know what I mean. Like it's kind of a thing that just not very many people do, and I can't think of anybody that I know of that's got a colony of beetles that'll clean your deer skull for you, and all you got to do is wash it up and bleach it, and you got a beautiful representation of the trophy that you harvested. You know what I mean?
You know what I will say about you?
What?
When you get involved in these little hobby things,
Yeah, I know it. Yeah, it's an ADD thing.
you go all in.
It's an ADD thing.
Now you go all in,
Yeah,
and then it'll run its course,
and then it'll go away. I know.
and then it'll go away.
Unfortunately,
But I think this one may stick a little bit.
I don't know. We'll see. The warden's over there shaking her head like, no.
I can't wait to walk into the house someday and just see furs
Everywhere.
everywhere.
Yeah.
I'll help you hang them.
Cool.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think it's Justine. Like, it's a great idea. He's out doing stuff fatherly with his kids. He's passing on tradition that our ancestors did.
You put enough furs on the wall, I imagine that would substantially increase the
Insulation.
insulation, the R factor.
Yeah.
So really, it's just wise,
Yeah.
frugal, even.
And it's on a conservation aspect, it's she says she don't like to see all the murdering going on, but I asked her, it's just one of those things. I said, do you like to see those little baby turkeys in the spring walking around? Do you like to see the adult turkeys? Do you like to see baby deer and stuff when you come in and out of the road?
Yeah.
Coyotes eat baby deer.
Oh, yeah.
They are fawn killing machines, especially this time of year right now, because this is when they're getting ready to breed and getting ready to have, prepare for their gestation period, the females and all that stuff. So they're just like a bass. It's a pre-spawn. They're fattening up, getting ready to breed and raise pups and do all that shit. So that's why they're very active. You see them a lot on cameras. A lot of guys hunting right now and stuff for them. And then like a raccoon, they're one of the biggest nest raiders that you'll ever find. You know what I mean? A skunk, a possum, raccoons, they eat all your turkey eggs. They'll eat, all your chickens. If you got chickens and shit like that, you always hear the old fox in the hen house type deal, but the coon, that's what we had 30 chickens probably all together, and we don't have any chickens anymore.
Do you think you've avenged like that raccoon?
Without a doubt.
That attacked your chickens
Yeah.
has now been brought to justice?
Fuck yeah. I'd like to think that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I feel no remorse for trapping a raccoon, because like today I got a pretty peculiar catch. It doesn't happen very much on those dog-proof can traps that I have. I got a two-hander. Mm-hmm. So like
Greedy bastard.
Exactly. Both of his hands were in the trap, and I thought, I took a picture of it because I thought it was really neat, and I showed the warden, and she's like, oh my God, look at its eyes. It's so sad. It knows it's getting ready to get shot and all this shit. And I'm like, yeah, well, I just saved a whole nother brood of turkey babies. You're
Saw
welcome.
3 turkeys fly across while I was out taking
Exactly.
Christmas lights down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Anyway, it's population control, it's management, and it's just fun. It gets me out doing stuff, and I don't do much stuff this time of year, and after deer season's over and everything like that. So it's just something to do, and the kids really enjoy it, and I think that's really neat too. So
Plus, our buddy Josh Luker created a sweet AI generated
old trapper,
old fur trapper.
Yeah.
That's it. That could be your logo for your
Never know.
your stuff.
yeah.
Here's what I was wondering about. Could you imagine if you could have an avatar-like simulator experience for life choices. To the extent of you came to a fork in the road and you went left instead of
You
right.
crying?
No. Well, whatever we're burning, my sinuses and my eyes are. Yeah.
Okay. So goddamn, I thought maybe you was all choked up about that two-handed coon too.
No, I thought he was a greedy bastard going two hands. I don't know. It just, my sinuses.
Haven't heard that hair dryer in a while.
My sinuses are starting to bother me, so air's a little dry in here, probably.
Probably ain't no water in that teapot.
Yeah, there is. It just ain't got hot enough to boil it yet.
But I was thinking, like, if you could have an avatar-like simulation for the decisions and choices you've made in life, where we all say the company line of, yeah, I have no regrets, everything's worked out the way it should work out, yada, yada, yada. But could you imagine if you could do that? Would you, I guess, too?
No. Because I don't think that any amount of programming. How am I going to try to say this? So that any of that programming is going to be completely logic based, which is fine. That's what you would be looking for at that point in time. But I think the rewards that you get through life and all the hardships folks go through and things that couples go through trying to navigate life is what makes those relationships stronger and more valuable to the person that experienced it. And I don't think that any amount of programming could ever take that into consideration. It was just, the logical move would be to, get a divorce, then go get a new job as a, groundskeeper in New Mexico due to your ailments and this, that, and the other, and live out your days in solitude waiting to die, because that would be the most efficient way to not negatively impact anybody since you're dying of the croup.
Okay, then.
I think this would probably go in line with like a time machine, though, too, right? Huh? Because isn't an Avatar, isn't in the movie Avatar, is. This is wild, but is it in a. Aren't they traveling to like an alternate dimension? Or is that Avatar land really in real time life?
It's really in real time life because they sent the military there. Somehow they figured out how to breed the critters, and then the thing let them live through the critter they bred that matched more in line with what the indigenous species of the planet were.
So then the Avatar basically just warps you into one of the critters.
Yeah, you've got a neural link with it. And so your personality's there. It's just a husk of a critter that you take over and then run with your brain.
The husk. Yeah. Yeah, no, I probably wouldn't, but here's the deal. If I did have an Avatar, it wouldn't look like me. You know what I mean?
I mean, when I was wondering about
some big fucking Channing Tatum looking bastard, you know what I mean? Just real pronounced jawline, no gullet, no gollywomper.
You don't think you'd eat wings and pizza with your Avatar?
Well, yeah.
yeah,
Duh. Just wouldn't get morbidly obese.
I guess, I don't know, when I was wondering about this.
Yeah, I don't get, you got to go deeper here. What do you mean by, would you use an Avatar to
Well, but I'm saying
make life
If
choices?
there's a simulator where you could
yes, it's a
use logic
simulation.
to go through and say, okay, do I take this new job opportunity that's going to delay me from starting a family and settling down, or do I take the path and settle down with the gal from high school that we could be married and start a family? But that's the thing, it's going to use logic, and from that logic it's going to think that the end goal is money and success, not
It really wasn't a deeply technical. It was just maybe a reflection on, if I would have chose this path versus another, here's where life would have ended up to this point.
That'd be terrible to know after the fact, because there's no way it'd be accurate. And then you would just die of depression because you'd be looking for what could have been and not valuing what you had in front of you now.
Well, yeah, that's the deep philosophical take on it. But this is more of a, if you found $1 million on a sidewalk, what would you do with it? Conversation.
Depends on where the sidewalk was and who saw me find it.
Why is that changing?
Makes no sense.
What do you mean? Because obviously I'd turn it in if somebody saw me.
Like if they were marked in sequential bills and they had the first bank of Du Bois County on them, like, yeah, I could understand that. But a duffel bag full of cash with maybe, different conversation.
Hey, Copper. For some reason, I just walking down the road and found a duffel bag full of $100 bills, and I think there's roughly $1 million in it. Here you go. Now, finders keepers, losers suck.
Unless it's cartel money and they link it back to that, and then you go spend it by flashing them binges around town, and
Yeah, you don't want to get into cartel money.
local FBI knows where that money is, and they're watching it being
Well, they got a
spent.
bug in it, or what do you mean?
Probably one of them beetles.
Air
Yeah,
tags.
demented beetles.
Demented beetles.
I don't know the premise of the question. It's over my head. That's fine. I mean,
It's not over your head. This is what I was thinking about.
Okay.
Using your life, for instance.
Okay.
So instead of you, let's say, and not give a fuck about school when you were in school, let's say you gave a fuck and you decided that this is what you were going to do, and then you did the college thing and you did all that other stuff, but not like as a deep psychoanalytic, once you get done, you're super depressed, but just like the curiosity of how would this have ended up if...
I would have done something differently.
Yes.
Yeah. But what does the Avatar simulator have to do with that?
That it's like a real, it's not as much of a thought exercise. It's more of like an actual simulation. Like, here's you going to college. Like, you lived that experience.
Oh.
Here's you, like, getting that engineering job out of college where you're making good money and you got all this other stuff. And here's the simulation of you
Gosh, that's
getting
so-
married
I
and
couldn't do
families.
it. What if it just crushed you to see what could have been? Can't
But I
live
think-
in the past.
But you're
Or in
not
the
technically
make-believe.
living in the past. I mean, I guess you are to a certain extent, but
You wouldn't be able to shake it.
I think that if from your perspective and point of what you're saying, why you wouldn't do it, but if you realize like, oh, that's cool how that turned out. Like that would be interesting to see how that would. But I guess I could see where you would have that,
But what if it was really, really, really bad? And the path that you actually took is way better.
Well, that could be.
Then you would feel like, why would you automatically go to the pessimistic side of that, Dave, and say, "Oh, I could have been a millionaire," and then you die of crushing depression. Why would?
I guess I just think that anything that I'm thinking too literal, maybe.
yeah, you are.
Like,
And really,
anything like that, it's going to take human error and emotion out of it and then just do the logical thing. And the logical thing is to make more money or extend your life or whatever it is always going to be the default. Making families isn't what's the word I'm looking for?
fun, rewarding.
I like making
Lucrative.
the baby.
Lucrative. Making a family isn't lucrative necessarily.
No, probably not.
That just depends on where your mindset is.
Lucrative is in like funds the bank.
Well, if you were like a super breeder and you made like NFL athletes, it could potentially become lucrative.
It's not your money though.
It is if they want to give it to you.
Well, that's fair.
Or
I
you
mean,
could
they all want to buy mom or dad a house
Yeah.
or pay off a bill or something.
Yeah, hell yeah.
buy their mama a car and spend the rest of the money on PCP. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think I could do it. Like Dave said, I don't know. It'd be wild to see like what happens.
That's what I'm saying.
Like if you and Janelle never met, or if you and Jen or Justine and I, like if we never met, if we never had kids, if I would have went to college, if you would have stayed with the construction company, if you would have still drove a Ford Ranger with an air horn, you know what I mean? Like who knows where where your canoe would have pointed had you done things differently. But yeah, going back and seeing that, I don't know. Yeah, it'd be wild. You know what I mean? Because like they're on the pessimistic side of the coin. If it was, you know, if you could have been some filthy rich bastard versus a father of 3 and a rock shoveler, you know what I mean? Like you never know what. Yeah. I don't know.
I just think
That's a wild one.
it's a dangerous. I thought actually when I thought this up, I thought Dave would be excited about it because like, oh, you know, you're usually not known to get deep and creative in these wild what ifs, and then you totally shit on it. Right? Tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah, no, sometimes you just shoot a blank. Yeah, that's fine. No, I don't know. I mean, maybe if he had about 36 more beers, he might be a little bit more prolific with what he would say, but I don't know. I maybe have to agree with him, you know? Like I think as far as like the Avatar simulation, like going back and trying to like living it in like a third person or like, you know what I mean? Like the Truman Show type thing, like following along and seeing what it would be like, but like in a Cliff Notes version would probably be better than just full-blown Avatar simulation where you're going back and you're in for the long haul.
Well, you hit the high points.
Yeah.
I mean, you only have the
yeah.
machine rented for 3 hours.
Right, and you come out. Yeah.
I don't know. I just thought like, because for me I had thought about medical school. I was like, I wonder what it'd be like if I was a doctor. And then like I've been invested enough with kids and doctor's appointments and going to do other things and sitting through some of the bad conversations doctors have to have with patients. Like I was just like, you know, I don't know that I really would have enjoyed it that much. So I looked at it from that perspective of, you know, maybe things happened at that time where it's worked out better for me than what it ever could have been. But then also, what would it look like? And so that's where I was like, oh, I wonder if you could live out that like Avatar simulation. And then it just grew from there. And then I decided to bring it to what I thought was a safe space with my
It
friends.
is a safe space.
No, you shit on it, Dave.
I'm just saying I wouldn't do it.
You got all technical about it. I just needed a fucking, yeah, that'd be cool to go back to Dave at VU and do this over that. And yeah, it'd be cool to see how that would work out. Not get all like fucking technical, wet blanket territory.
Turning into a landscaper in New Mexico dying of crushing depression.
Because of your medical
Or
ailments.
whatever your medical ailment is that drives you to New
Whatever it
Mexico.
You going to New Mexico for the dry air? Is that what it is? Fucking tuberculosis wide dirt? My God.
Yeah, tuberculosis was what I was thinking, not the croup. But
The croup.
is what I said.
That's like croups like babies get. Or young kids.
Right.
Yeah.
Wild deal there, man.
Yeah, the shitty one.
Woo.
Thanks for...
Let's take a break.
Yeah, we need one. And we are back. Hopefully we can recover from that. Not going to hit a home run every time, but now that wet blanket...
Even the pros strike out, man.
Yeah, now that wet blanket Dave's back, what were you wondering about?
Wondering why it's so fucking cold in here.
Well, I got a few ideas for you.
This one's dumb.
It's all right.
Oh, really? That's rich.
I want to change my topic.
It's posted in the show notes. It has to go.
Yeah.
I need to roll this table away. How long we've had this set up now? Well, Wednesday before Thanksgiving, I guess.
Yeah. No, before that.
The table, it was hot outside. And it used to be setting this
No.
way, and we recorded two.
I know,
two
since
in
I
one.
moved it here, though.
Yeah, sometimes.
So the problem is I moved the table. The floor in here, there's no floor drain, so they slope about 2 or 3 inches to the front.
Yeah.
We've changed the orientation of the table, so it needs re-leveled. The pool table, not this table.
Yeah, it's like you got to tell them what we're talking about.
Yeah, and I don't know. I just got bumped a lot this weekend. I was, oh, is this rolling? Yeah, it's a fucking pool table. Oh, fuck, I need to use a pool table. I don't know why I thought that was topic worthy. I think I just wanted to bring it up to maybe try to will it into reality. Because I haven't played a game of pool in ages.
I suck at it.
I
I'm
know,
not
but
not
I-
any good.
Me neither, but I like playing it.
Yeah.
Or that game where we put the Roomba up here, and then you bet on the ball. Last ball standing wins.
Oh, that's what the Roomba's for. You don't actually use it to clean. You just
No, I definitely do. Love brought his one time to try it out because he saw that game on TikTok.
It's pretty neat.
Yeah, you just, everybody gets a random number. You throw your dollar on the table, and if your number's the last one standing when the Roomba clears the table, you get the kitty.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I've not have to check that out. I think pool tables are like golfing simulators. They're like dart boards. They're like pools. They're like hot tubs. Any of those leisure activity things. They seem boats, campers. They treadmills. They seem like a great idea
At the time.
at the time. You get one, you finally have gotten it, and then you're like, I don't use it. The novelty of the idea is what we're all chasing.
Mm-hmm.
Actually having it is two different things.
That stacks up.
Yeah, I just like pool. It just requires someone else to be there with you to use it adequately, or for how it's designed to use. You know what I mean?
Watching Justine kill those chips and salsa over there,
No, it's
I'm thinking about that raccoon that had its two little arms in the trap, being greedy over there. She is just mowing into that bowl.
Smells
of chips and
good.
salsa.
yeah. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like if it were like a treadmill or a boat, or you know what I mean? Like all these things besides a pool table are able to be used solo or,
Now,
or by
I would-
yourself.
I would shoot pool a lot by myself.
That's where Dave did some of his best work.
But how would you? I mean, just practice.
Yeah, I
shoot.
just rack up 9-ball, and practice for the next time I was,
You play a lot of
playing
play a lot of 9-ball.
That's what I'd do if I'm by myself. I'd rack it up as 9-ball and then work my way through.
I'm really surprised that you're surprised by that. This is the guy that'll sit out here and just listen to classic country tunes and
Well, no, that's what I'm saying though. Like a pool table, the game of billiards is a 2-person game. Or you can play Calcutta, or you can play whatever, you know what I mean, with multiples, like teams or whatever.
yeah.
Partner pool. But like, so like a dartboard, you know what I mean? If you have no win, if you're not throwing against anybody, you know what I mean? I mean, yeah, it's fun. You're practicing, you're throwing darts, but like the competitive edge isn't there. You know what I mean? Like throwing horseshoes. Like tell me how bad that would suck if you had a horseshoe pit and nobody ever came over to throw and you had to fucking walk down to the other end every time and throw them back. You know what I mean? Or cornhole. That would blow ass if you were by yourself. You know what I mean? That's kind of how I feel about pool. Like, I don't have a pool table at my house because nobody else is there that's passionate to play pool against me.
Chips and salsa says otherwise over there.
Yeah, she's a great pool player. So am I. Like, we're the Black Widow over there, But like, I
see what your point.
smell
Your
what I'm
point of it
stepping in?
is why do it if you're not going to be competing at it?
Maybe that says something because I'm not that competitive. I mean, I can get competitive, but I don't care so much to compete as I do just to do something. Like, it's cool when I'm playing somebody, especially if you win. That's always fun. But like, I don't win very much.
Big solitaire player.
Ooh, I do like solitaire.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand.
Competitive against himself.
I don't know. I mean, I think probably the occasion hasn't arisen for the pool table to get used.
Right.
It's all set up so it's easier to get to. And I do like that. And I think that's what's made it. This is such a good design here
Yeah.
that old Brother Love come up with. Like, it's too easy to just get it out of the way. Before I was tripping over the pool table. I'm like, oh, fuck, I need to clean this off. Oh, I'll shoot through a couple racks real quick. And now it's just always conveniently tucked away. But I got to re-level it. So to do that, I need to get the car jack in here. Which now it doesn't live in here. It lives in that shithole that I haven't cleaned out yet. That's probably not going to happen until springtime at this point.
It's too cold.
Well, I think too, like for in here, I think pool is more of an attractive option when you got the doors open, weather's nice, you're just
'cause
hanging out.
It's not overly huge, so if you got a whole
And we've packed them in here since we've done this. We've had some pretty packed.
events, but
House.
so like there's no way you can't have a you can't have a billiards party with a whole bunch of occupants in here without somebody getting smoked in the gut. You know what I mean, with the butt of your cue.
Yeah, that's that.
But I think it'll come in due time. You get some nicer weather because see, it is CGI fire season,
yeah.
and you really enjoy the CGI fire season. Not so much of playing the pool because you got people that are just lounging around or cocktails on the bar here. So, I mean, I see why you miss it.
I think billiards is it's a good mind game too. You know what I mean? Like not as far as into the pool table and the usage aspect, but like the actual game of pool itself. You know what the number one, you know what they always say, the number one focus point on playing like barroom pool is?
Your competition's next shot.
Defense. That's what a guy told me one time. That's like a really good pool player, pool shark. He was like, yeah, defense. If you don't have a shot,
Just be sure you don't leave them with
amen. Your best shot is to basically screw his eyes out the next time. But I think like Dave, do you ever look into like the geometry of it? Like the angles and the English on the ball and like all that jazz?
Yep, and I'm not
not
good
either.
at it as I would.
Not a
Like, I know some
no.
guys that play a lot of pool or used to and are really freaking good. Just to watch them run around, and they're doing all that, and it just works every time. I'm like, oh, I got this figured out. And it's like,
Like the play on the cue ball, like how they like you watch those. I mean, do you ever find yourself on late night ESPN and you stumble across it?
Dude, not if
And you-
Law and Order's on.
Right. But like I've seen them before. Like that, I mentioned the Black Widow before, but like it's unreal how they can control the cue ball with the amount of chalk that they put on their cue. And the English that they put on the ball, because it's like you said, you're going to play that one ball, but you got to look where that two ball's at to make sure that you can set that next shot up. Because as soon as you don't, if you screw yourself, then it's over. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's like golf. You're talking about like what you can do with a cue ball. and what
Oh
they do.
yeah, for sure.
But it's the same theory, like with the shot shaping in golf, and the right club and the flight and the trajectory you're looking for.
Flopping, the spin, how they put. Yeah, you're right. Reading putts.
It's more of a thinking man's game than what you really think.
but I think what I'm realizing is all games are thinking man's game. Like, so euchre. We've been playing a lot of euchre the last couple weeks. I've gotten good enough at euchre to be able to sit down at a table, like, and play and shoot the shit and have a good time. But in the last couple weeks, playing with some of the folks I've been playing with, like, what are you doing? You know that they already laid this. Like, I don't keep track of who laid what when.
I talk about that all the time, about when you play with certain individuals, they know what you have, or they know that they're keeping a mental record of what has been laid and how many cards in that suit are left. And there's only however many, was there 4 cards that are buried or whatever, you know what I mean? So it's like your options are this, or this, what could potentially be in the blind. I don't do that. I'm just a
Pool's the same way. Those
just
guys
a-
are doing that,
yeah.
trying to. And I got okay enough that I could go to JR's after work, play pool with some of the guys I worked with. I'd always get my ass kicked, but I could go in there and at least get an opportunity or two to try to, make something happen.
I think, you're talking about euchre being a thinking's main game. I think it's more of just paying attention.
Yes.
But euchre is so much more cards you're catching.
Mm-hmm.
I love cinch a lot more.
Never
because
played
there's
it.
more opportunity. A lot of people haven't. I love a good cinch game.
Yeah.
Friend of the program, Lee Vogler, in May, he's heading up to the World Euchre Championships. And, the company that makes Spotted Cow, I think it's New Gleason, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But, yeah, they got the World Euchre Championships up there.
Wisconsin?
You
Yeah.
sent me an invite for, I guess it was today, I think was the speed.
Oh, it was up there.
I said, buddy, I can't even play slow euchre. I ain't got no business coming to speed.
That guy's a euchre player. He's a card player. They the father-in-law of them up there around Du Bois, they play Sheep's Head a lot. Never played it. But I've never dabbled in
I don't know.
interest in it.
Yeah. I'm not a big pool player. Never was any good at it. So, but I hated whenever you kicked around when we were really starving for space in here. You kicked around getting rid of it. And
I'm glad I didn't.
And I'm glad you didn't either, because you would miss it if you didn't have it, because I know you like to play.
Yeah, I'm glad we figured out how to make it work.
Yeah.
Because instead of this conversation, it would have been I shouldn't have gotten rid of my pool table, and I'm looking for one.
Mm-hmm.
May trade off something to get a pool table.
Yeah.
That's what would have happened there.
Right.
I think so.
You're not wrong.
All right. It is now time for Merkley and Sons Choice Cut Questions of the Week for the fellas, brought to you by Merkley and Sons.
The month of giving thanks is upon us, and so is one of our favorite holidays, Thanksgiving. This Thanksgiving, consider stopping by Merkley and Sons to see what they have to offer. We promise you won't find a butterball in their shop. Whether it's one of their famous smoked turkeys or turkey rolls, you can't go wrong. If you're looking to go away from turkeys, well, the fellas over there at Merkley and Sons, they've got you covered on that too.
All right, here we go. Brother Dave, put this right in your wheelhouse here. Would you rather have the soulful, traditional delivery of Keith Whitley or the smooth, iconic baritone of George Strait?
Keith.
Yeah. Situational.
I don't know. I kind of like the George Strait. Would you rather spend an evening listening to the storytelling of Randy Travis or the bluegrass-influenced country of Ricky Skaggs?
There's probably more on Randy's hit list probably Randy Travis.
Skaggs.
I think Ricky Skaggs, too. Would you rather be able to hit the high notes of Vince Gill or the gritty, emotional lows of Vern Gosdin?
Man, Vince Gill does have quite a range. Probably old Vern.
I don't even know who Vern Gosdin is, so I'm going Vince Gill.
Chiseled in stone.
Son of a bitch has got some pipes.
I'm going to go Vince Gill there. Would you rather be at a bar when Friends in Low Places comes on or when Mountain Music by Alabama starts playing?
Speaking of Friends in Low Places, they had a karaoke contest at a local place, and I'm pretty sure, and that was the song I was told to sing, was Friends in Low Places. Never heard anything else about it. That ball game.
Yeah. You killed
Damn.
it, too.
Oh, probably Friends in Low Places.
Yeah. Garth.
I think I'm going to go Mountain Music. I think both of them are bangers there. 80s romance here. Would you rather find a love like the one in Islands in the Stream or 7 Spanish Angels?
Golly. I think I'm a 7 Spanish Angels. I'm a ride or die kind of guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'll go with Willie.
Yeah, 7 Spanish Angels. Couple more here. Would you rather have to wear George Jones's 80s era suits or Alan Jackson's signature 90s mullet and mustache?
Probably. I'd probably just rock the nudie suits.
Oh, give me that Kentucky waterfall and that womb broom. I'm probably going jeans and a T-shirt.
Hell yeah, I'm going Alan Jackson style for sure. Would you rather record a duet with the Judds in the mid-'80s prime or with Brooks and Dunn at the height of their 90s success?
Judds.
What? Really?
I'm not a huge Brooks and Dunn fan.
Really? I've seen him in concert. I'm going with Brooks and Dunn.
I think probably Brooks and Dunn. Last one here. Would you rather sit in on a songwriting session with Dean Dillon, who wrote many George Strait hits, or with Hank Williams Jr. during his 80s peak?
I feel like, as much as I like him, Hank Jr. would probably been an asshole to be around in the 80s. He's all coked out of his gourd and whiskey bent. I mean, it'd been a good time, but
I have no input.
What do you mean?
Situational.
would
I
you-
don't know. Neither. Don't care.
I think the Hank Williams Jr. would probably be more fun, but I think it would be more of a fire and gasoline situation.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. By the way, if you're wondering, that was an 80s or 90s Would You Rather country music session.
Nice.
Just to bring Brother Dave, before we started, he was just a little down there, and I figured maybe we could find something right in the old wheelhouse.
hell yeah.
It is now time for us to give some final thoughts here as we send you on your way. Brother Dave?
It's a real shit time of year for a lot of folks. It's cold, it's gloomy, the holidays are over, so all that. What's that called? Is it a dopamine thing? Like when it's, you're around your family, there's things looking forward to. Now you're just paying the high heat bill and
The high credit card bill.
trying to catch up from all the holiday expenditures and, just keep your chin up. Better days are ahead and, keep on wondering.
Big fella.
Yeah. Piggybacking off Dave, just stay positive. Keep on keeping on. Nothing really prolific, and keep your stick on the ice.
Very, very excited. The PGA Tour kicked off in Hawaii this weekend with the first PGA Tour event of the year, which tells me that we're getting close to golf season. I don't know if I'll be able to hit the peaks of the golf experiences I had in 2025. But, maybe we'll see what happens here in 2026. But excited that there's starting to be on the horizon some of those outdoor things, golf, even, lawn mowing, baseball season. Corey's been talking about getting the kids out, doing a lot of fishing this year, like just stuff where you're looking forward to, but we've got to get through. January, to me, just seems like the worst month ever.
February's worse.
Well, it's my birthday month.
Well, I know, but like weather-wise.
You get Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
You got Groundhog's Day.
Yeah.
You got President's Day. That'll be another PTO day or vacation day for you.
Maybe.
You don't give President's Day off?
No.
Oh, that's probably just Brado.
Juneteenth.
Oh, switch that one out.
Yeah.
There you go. But other than that, always good to spend a little time with you guys.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah. And we'll see you next time.
Dutchman out.